Hey everybody, so I am sorry that I have been MIA from the collaboration as of late. I was in Tampa for about a week, and then of course I came back and had to go straight back to work, and basically it's just been like a madhouse in my life for the last couple of weeks. So I've got to do some catch up on some topics before I get to this week's discussion of fertility. So the one that I missed the most was the exercise. I'm not going to answer the questions on my vitamins and supplements and medications because I feel like I've already answered that in other videos. And as of right now, I'm actually getting ready to change my supplements and vitamins as what I have been doing has not been working. So I'm going to talk exercise. When I was at my highest weight, which was about 250 to 260, it fluctuated back and forth for a while. My exercise regime was extremely strict. I spent 2 hours a day in the gym every day, 7 days a week. I worked with a trainer 3 days a week for at least an hour, just to get back used to being in the gym and doing things and sort of realizing how much my body had changed from when I was a high school and college athlete. I played fast pitch softball, so I was in extremely good shape then, and I spent, anywhere from 5 to 6 hours between softball practice and additional working out all through high school and all through college. So obviously when you gain 100 and something pounds, your body changes and you have to accommodate for that when working out. So I was not able to do the same kind of things that I would have originally done. But my trainer was hardcore as ever and was the biggest pain in my ass, but he was also like the best motivational person I ever had to push me to do things that I didn't think that my body was capable of doing. So he really got me on with running. I used the elliptical, I did stair climbing, I did spin classes, I did Zumba, I did kickboxing. I pretty much did everything I possibly could, and because I was spending on especially Friday and Saturdays, I would be at the gym anywhere from 2 to 4.5 hours. I was burning massive amounts of calories, and that was in conjunction to obviously changing my eating habits, because when you're losing weight, it's more about your diet and what you're putting in your body than necessarily all the exercise that you're doing. So my usual schedule was cardio every day, 7 days a week for at least 45 minutes to an hour. And then I would do weight training days primarily on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sunday would sort of be my rest day, so that would be when I would go out and do sort of activities outdoors, whether that was hiking, taking a walk around my neighborhood for a couple of miles, or running some wind sprints or bases or whatever I wanted to do that was sort of not in the gym setting. I do a lot of core work because that's where we carry most of our weight, and that's where we it's the hardest place to get rid of the weight that we've already accumulated, because of the cortisol and glucose and all that kind of stuff. So I do anywhere from 100 to 200 different ab exercises a day. I work with a medicine ball. I do a very intense ab class at my gym. I do reverse crunches, regular crunches. I do crunches in which you keep your legs in the air and you're using a medicine ball. I do elevated planks. I do burpees. I do pretty much anything that you could possibly do that works your core. I'm really into high intensity interval training because it's a short amount of time with a huge calorie burn because you're moving the entire time. You can look up different things at bodyrock.tv. I love them. They're amazing. I also use blogalates.com. Just because so much of it is using your own body weight, and obviously if you're heavy you are not going to be able to do the same things, but they also allow for modifications, but it is using your own body weight versus adding additional weights on. Cardio is so important because we have to worry about heart health, we have to worry about losing weight, we have to worry about muscles. Obviously it's really easy for someone like me because I have an overproduction of testosterone to bulk up, so I really try to be careful with how much weight I'm lifting. I'm more about low weights, lots of reps. And for me, my working out is that's like almost a full-time job. I spend, 10 to 15 hours a week in the gym. And that's a daily thing. I try not to skip. There are days when I'm totally exhausted. I have to drag myself to get there. But once I'm there, I feel better, and my body can tell if I've skipped a workout. My body can definitely tell if I've skipped more than a day of not working out because my whole body just feels out of sort. My hormones feel out of sort. everything tied up in PCOS is also tied up in working out. And I know that when you're first starting out, it's really hard to get that motivation. It's really hard to be in a public space when you're heavy and trying to work out. I also was a really big fan of doing at-home workouts because Body Rock you can watch from your house. You can print out all the different exercises. I also did Jillian Michaels' 30-day shred. I still use that now when I want to just do something that's quick and relatively easy, but you're doing weights and cardio and abs all together, and because it's a constant moving thing, you're burning calories the entire time. I did Turbo Jam, I did Zumba, I have done Insanity is what I'm using now. I also do some P90X when I'm trying to, not be in the gym all the time. And I love running. Running is like the best overall body workout you can do. I'm all about interval runs, so I run at a varying rate, usually for about 4 miles. And I mix it up between running 8-minute miles and running a 12-minute mile. I also can, started doing couch to 5K. If you're not a runner, that will get you to be one. And you can do it on a treadmill, you can do it outside. It's really up to whatever you want to do. But it's important to do it. And people who have PCOS that say, I hate working out or I hate doing this, yeah, your body's not going to change and you're not going to change your life if you don't get motivated to do it. I know that that's easy for me to say because, like I said, I am an athlete and I always have been, and training and getting yelled at and having a coach in my face all the time has been a part of my life since I was a kid. But now you got to be your own coach, and sometimes you've got to remind yourself, why you're doing it. And for me, I put Post-it notes everywhere of why I need to be in the gym, why I don't need to eat crap, why I need to be doing this. And for me, this ties directly into the fertility thing, because for me, it's not all about the baby. I used to not even be sure I wanted to have kids, and I said it all the time, and then I was given this, and they said that I may not ever be able to have a kid. And while for me, if I had a kid, that would be great, it's not my ultimate goal. Like for me, the baby, that's a byproduct. The goal for me is to be healthy because I want to live a long time, and I don't want to have cervical cancer, and I don't want to have a heart attack or become diabetic. Those are the goals. I know that a lot of people who have PCOS are upset because they can't have kids, and that's the goal for them. Fertility issues for me, that's not really a priority in my life right now. I myself am getting ready to start applying to med school. That's 7 years of my life, and I'm 27, so I'm not going to be done until early 30s if I'm lucky. And I think for me, having a kid really just doesn't fit my lifestyle personally, because I'm going to be extremely busy with med school, and my current partner Adrian is going to be in law school or doing a criminology program, and he's young, he's only 22, so I know he wants to have kids, but for us, adopting is completely an option. Getting a surrogate is completely an option. I also, find that fertility treatments are extremely expensive, and I cannot rationalize to myself spending that kind of money on something that may never happen. That's great for those who can wrap their mind around that and are willing to hope and try and continue to do it. I just cannot. And maybe, that's not for everybody, but as far as the fertility issue, I haven't even been checked for that. I just know that that's a very big side effect, and if and when I'm older and I determine that I do want to have a kid, I will look into that. And if they tell me I can't, then, I know my other options. And for me, having a kid does not necessarily have to be a product of my genes and all that kind of stuff, because there's so many people and so many kids out here who don't have families and would love to be in a good home, and that's the priority for me. So, like I said, I'm really sorry that I was missing. The week in Tampa, I was there for my boyfriend's graduation. So I was without a computer really for the most part. And I was busy doing family stuff, so you know how that goes. It's the first time I was meeting his family, so my stress level and hormones were totally at an all-time high. And now I'm back, and I've been busy with work, and really right now my life is very stressed out because I am deciding to go to medical school, and my current job has been full of drama, and I'm trying to ignore it so I don't spend any more time being worried about it. But I am so sorry that I was missing, And I hope you all are doing really great, and I hope that I didn't piss anybody off with my "I don't need a baby" comment, because I'm not trying to do that. I just, have already kind of accepted that I may not ever have a kid. And I know for my mother that that's hard. It bums her out that I may not be able to have a kid. And for me, it is sad, because I think having a kid with my genes and Adrian's genes, or whoever it may be at the time, if we don't make it the distance, I would love to see a kid who carries my eyes or my partner's eyes, or having a mixed baby, which is what me and Adrian would have if we had a kid. That would be great, but I don't want to spend so much time thinking, man, I really need to have a kid, and then find out that I'm not going to be able to do that. I'd much rather operate under the guise that I'm not going to have a kid, and then if and when I get pregnant, feel blessed that way, because I just don't want to set myself up for disappointment. And I know that it's really easy to do that when you have PCOS and when you have trouble having kids. And I wish all the women who are doing it because the goal is to have a baby, I wish you all luck, and I hope that it works out for you. And I hope that you don't have a hard time, and if you do, I really hope that your doctors can sort out the right treatment plan that works for you. Because I definitely think that every woman who wants to have a kid should be able to have one. So I hope you all have a great weekend, and I hope you do something active and fun, whether it's going out. It's supposed to be beautiful here in Virginia, so I will be spending the weekend outdoors, hopefully, though the Marine Corps half marathon is in town, so I have no idea how much that's going to invade the area, but I will be getting out to do a run myself, and I'm actually getting ready to go to the gym in another hour, so hopefully this helps you guys get there. Bye.